will look to put the first dent in the armor of the world number one today. And then it's the turn of Miwa Harimoto and Kwai Mun, who had an absolute epic last night against Hitomi Sato. And then it's the men's in the semi-finals as well. But let's look then at how the women's draw has played out. You can see at the top of your screen, Sun Yingsha, Dina Meshref was the first, then Tong Tong, and Sha has been fantastic. Wang Yidi in her quarterfinal, beating Ju Chunhui, a fantastic win. And then Miwa came up against Hina Hayata, wasn't enough. And then I mentioned it, over an hour and a half of action last night in the Maverick Arena. Kwai Mun books her place in the semis.
No limits, no barriers, no boundaries. You are now entering the Maverick Arena. Here at World Table Tennis, the game isn't measured, it's unleashed. We push boundaries, we break barriers, we smash limits. Beyond the walls of possibility, pressure reveals power, and power builds legends. From the first serve to the final roll, every point a statement. Hear the crowd, feel the moment. You came to witness history. Welcome to the Maverick Arena. Game on, USA.
Maverick Arena, let's count down to the semifinals in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
From China, WANG, Yidi. From China, Sun Yingsha.
And you hear the roar from the Maverick Arena because the world number one has entered the building. Sparks fly on the stage when she walks in, and they also fly on the table because you're going to see some of the hardest hitting ever seen in the women's game. And look at all the cameras and phones trailing Sha back to her seat. But look at this semi-final action. Wang Yidi, do not write her off. She's a wonderful, wonderful player herself. Reminder, it's big time now. No longer best of 5. It's best of 7, and it might well go the distance, such as the drama that we've seen this week at the US Smash. Look at the head-to-head in the WTT, favoring the world number one, as it so often does, 11 times to 3. Not many people in Wang Yidi's defense can say that they've beaten the world number one. She has, and she's done it on 3 occasions. Right now, both of these two still sit inside the top 10 ranking, as we see Akram Benatia in the umpire's chair for this matchup. All smiles from the umpire. He's going to call the players over for the coin toss, because that's going to determine who's going to serve first in this semi-final, the first semi-final of this session.
Toss, please. Black or white? Black for Wang, and red for Sun. Red, Sun, you win the toss. What do you choose? Receive. Receive for Sun, serve for Wang. Good match.
So Didi will serve first in the semi-final. Leaning, racket, reveal time as Clayton Pavlicek opens it up, and both of these rackets incredibly fast blades, incredibly fast and spinny rubbers on both sides for both of these players. And it's nothing but the best in the Maverick Arena as well. No detail left untouched. The Yola table, that Enlio floor that's so secure, and the DHS ball that just produces rally after rally, and there's going to be a few of them here, because we're about to get underway with the warm-ups in the semi-final as we take a look at Sha, this superstar, 25 years old, world rank number 1, WTT win percentage, a ridiculous 91%. She's got 18 titles to her name, and she's looking to add number 19 here This is how it's played out so far for her. Not even dropped a game. Yingsha Liu in the round of 64. Nina Mittelham then tried to bring the thunder, but couldn't in the round of 32. Dina Meshreff, what a wonderful event she had, but the world number one was just too good. And then in the quarterfinals, it was Tong Tong. But let's take a look back, because these two met at the WTT finals in Hong Kong. And it was Shasha on that day, who was too good with a blistering backhand. And look at the score, 4-0. Wang Yidi couldn't even get a game on the board against this Titan, and she's got to do better today. She has done previously well, the 29-year-old who's been as high as number 2 in the world. She's got WTT titles to her name. Montpellier, champions Frankfurt as well. She's a wonderful, wonderful player. She's going to have to be on the attack here. Here's how her route has played out. It was Posotska in the round of 64, then Yang from Korea, Sakura Yakor. That was an absolute epic in the round of 16, and then into the quarterfinals against the player who knocked out the reigning champ Zhu Ling. And we thought this could be close. Yidi proved to be just too good. She got the clean sweep, the bagel, the 4-0 victory to plant her feet into this semi-final. So how do you have it? Fan vote heavily in favor of the world number one, and that's understandable given the history that we've seen. But there's been a few people with a similar style percentage given by the fans. When I think of Sidorenko, when I think of Zhu Chunhui, who I just mentioned, not really given a chance, but they came out on top. Could Wang Yidi stun the world here? Warm-up's done. We're ready in the booth. Hope you're ready as well. Semi-final action in the Maverick, about
First
to get
game,
underway.
Want to serve? Love all. One love.
What a wonderful point to start us off. The ball flicked off the net and rolled up. Wang Yidi just stepped in and crunched it, and I think it flicked the back of the table as well. Oh, it did. Perfect length. And we're going to see this from Yidi. She's got to take the fight to the world number one. Because anything loose, it doesn't come back. Shasha's just so complete, especially, I was about to say especially in that forehand. The backhand's not bad as well. Sure, we'll see the first example of that coming up shortly. You hear the cracking sound. Both of these hit the ball incredibly hard. Look at the reactions of Wang Yidi, and then the backhand came as well. See the idea from the challenger. What's brilliant about Wang Yidi? The hands, the arms are wonderful as we see the first good reaction. Her footwork and her leg power. She loves to step forward into the ball with her right leg and just crunch backhands. She's starting fast here. Because albeit it's only a 1-point advantage, 3-2. So often after the first 5 points, people find themselves 5-0 down against this world number one. First towel break of the game. If you're new to table tennis, you can go to the towel every 6 points. Reminder, this is a best-of-7 matchup, so someone's got to get to 4 games first. Both players have timeouts as well, where they can try to halt momentum and gather their thoughts for a minute. Can call that any time they want during matches. One-point advantage now for Shasha. Everyone wants a photo of this epic moment in this epic setting, in this epic semi-final. And these two well accustomed to playing each other in the latter stages of events. Since 2021, they've met 15 times in the WTT. 8 of those have been in semi-finals. 5 of them have been in finals. Another rapid-fire rally. Shasha stepped forward this time to try and take the pace away. Short forehand technique, but it just carried long. Crowd control needed from Benatia in the umpire's chair. Fans wanting to give their support. And for Yidi, she's only ever made a Grand Smash women's singles final once before. That was Singapore Smash in 2024. She's looking to get to her second one here. 2026 US Smash. It's been such a wonderful event already this week. As we see a spearing serve from Shasha.
Let 7-4.
These two met 4 times last year in 2025. Sun Yingsha won all 4, but WANG Yidi was able to take it into the 7th game twice, including at Singapore Smash 2025. The final score in that game for Shasha, 12-10. So Yidi has got form. She is able to get to later stages of these games where so many can't survive.
6-7.
Yidi can thrive. She's one of the best in the world at playing this backhand outside the left foot, outside her body on the left-hand side. She's able to punch the feet out there, extend her arm and whip the ball back. It felt like an opportunity, hence the reaction from WANG Yidi. A serve that popped up a little bit high. Tends to be her trademark. It's like an Olympic fencer. She steps in on that right foot, but it hit the top of the net and carried long, and it's a 2-point advantage now for Shasha. Make that a 3-point advantage. And how good is the world #1 service game? Puts you under such pressure. So much spin involved, and it's 4 game points in this opener for the world #1, for the #1 seed here. And it was the powers of recovery there for Sun Yingsha. Look at this shot. Came at her so fast, but she's so complete, rolls the ball back into play. And like she's done so many times before this week, Sun Yingsha takes the opener, and she's in no mood to hang around. 11-6 in the first game of this semi-final. Maverick Arena falls eerily silent. And then they start going. Xia walking back onto court. Wang Yidi. As I mentioned it, no one's been able to take even a game off this superstar yet. Such has been her focus. Reminder, she exited in the round of 16 last year.
Soon to serve. Love all.
It was a shock exit, but she looks like she's righting the wrongs of last year, and she's got her eyes firmly set on the title.
One love.
She poses such a difficult problem to solve tactically. She's so complete. Part of playing her, I think, is just about trying to gauge how she's feeling. If she's flying, good luck with you. You just got to try and weather the storm and stay in there. For Wang Yidi, she's good enough to be able to win points. And we're going to need to see a bit of this. Lots of changes of direction from Yidi. She's got to get the world number one moving left to right. She's got to get the world number one guessing where the ball's going. She's got to mix pace, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, and it was a slower, spinnier attack there, right into the body, the crossover. See, Xia had to step to her left to create the space and just overcooked it.
Let 2-1.
Also a few longer serves here and there from Yidi. Just fire them. You might lose the battle, but it will just stop this world number one immediately stepping in over the table. For as good as Wang Yidi is in backhand-to-backhand exchanges, the world number one is just as brilliant, if not better. You can see it from Yingsha, the precision. One down the center line of the table and then the next one wide. She's just so wonderful to watch in her flow state. Drags Wang Yidi, pushes this one long, and then watch the deception. Looked like it was going across court, down into the forehand, and at the last minute, Xia, like a magician, sends it up the line.
Two, four.
Apologies given from the world number one. Two wonderful backhands there. It's because that ball flicked the net, but look at that one. She's able to just up the pace when she wants. She carries more power, arguably, than we've ever seen in the women's game. And she forces you into a stuttering game where you're not sure if this is going short or if it's going long. And the moment you predict it, either way, the opposite's coming. Team China, women's team up in the crowd. Cheni, Shinyao there, watching on. Shinyao was actually warming up with Yidi before this match. And that's better from Yidi. Changes of direction. Can't just afford to sit in backhand corner. This world number one's too deadly. Takes the ball early as well. So important. Don't give the world number one time. Take it before the peak of the bounce.
4-6.
Apologies this time from Wang Yidi, the number 8 seed. But again, a little bit of deception on the forehand. I know it popped up for an easy kill, but you can see the indecision from the world number one. Not sure which way it was going. Good 2 points from Yidi here. She found herself 4 points down. 6-2 it was. Now it's a 1 point ball game. Impressive from the number 8 seed.
6-6.
And what a response from that woman. I mentioned about the power in the leg, both of these two. You see the quads and the hamstrings. So strong, they do so much plyometrics behind the scenes. So much squatting under weights, and this is the reason why. So they can spring around, cover so much distance very quickly and maintain weight forward. You see it in particular when they're stretched on the wide shots. But it's tied at 6-all here. Wang Yidi's done well to pull it back.
7-6.
But pulling it back and pulling in front are two different things against this world number one. Oh, it was wonderful from world number one this time. Looked like she was going to attack this with her forehand, watch it, and then at the last moment, cuts underneath it, guides it long.
Play, please.
And it just had Wang Yidi twitching. She wasn't sure what was coming.
Seven, 8.
Mentioned it, we haven't seen a long, fast serve yet from Wang Yidi. She's been happy to
8-8.
serve short over the table, force the world number one to step forward. And I think it's because Yidi trusts her backhand as much as she does, these fast rallies. I wouldn't be surprised if we see sometime soon a really fast one. 6 of the last 8 for Wang Yidi. Switch from Yidi just came one shot too late because the world number one predicted where it was going. And this forehand is so hard to get back on the table. Fist pump from the world number one. That was a big point. Xia 2 away from a 2-game lead here in the semi-final. Finished with a net, but she earned the opportunity. Fortune favors the brave, and Yidi was brave here. 3 of the best forehands of her game yet. Quick to apologize. But look at this. Xia sitting at a perfect 2/3 for points won on her serve, but Yidi, impressive, above 50%. Not many people get there against the lady they call Baby Buddha. She got to pick 2 good ones here, no, Yidi. She's got to try and change direction or try and up the pace, you think. And this is the problem. If you keep it in that backhand corner, no matter how good your shot is, Xiaxia's so good. I mentioned the legs. Look at the power on both of them, but Xia just sliding to the left-hand side, creating the space for the forehand, and it creates the opportunity for game point here. She's the world number one for a reason. So many get close to taking a game. Shout out Wang Yidi because she got close that time. But as Xia so often does, she shows her quality when the pressure is biggest. She's now 2-0 up, 11-6, 11-9 in this semi-final. And let's look at the all-time WTT wins. Miwa Haramoto, who we'll see in the next semi-final up. Xia, though, sitting at number 2, 139 magnificent wins to her name. And Wang Yidi as well, sitting at number 5. She's got 123 to her name. She'd love to tie it with place number 4, Hayata. And look who's also at number 8, Guaiman will see her up against Miwa in the next semi-final. Xia just calmly sitting there, capturing her thoughts. Look at the fans in the background, so delighted. Yidi Jayo. Wang Yidi's got fans in the house. Xia fans answer though. Of course, Team China. Always so well supported, no matter where we go around the globe.
Please,
And
no
look,
flash.
there's Wang Yidi's fan. She's got the sign.
No flash there, please.
And it's been a good start to a point for Yidi. A little bit of crowd control needed here.
Third game, 1 to serve. Last all.
I mentioned it. World number 1 not dropped a game yet, so that's the first task for this number 8 seed. Can she get on the board in this semi-final? And this is that change of direction she needs to bring. She has to try and create space in and around the table and then hook that forehand with side spin out there. And she can do it both ways, right? She can attack the forehand first. I know that's dangerous, but then hunt the wide backhand.
Last 2.
Or she can try and attack the middle of the world number 1, the right hip. See how much top spins on the ball. Comes up off the racket and just nosedives towards the table and then kicks forward. Good start for Wang Yidi. And as wide as it can go onto the white line. Side spin serve from the world number 1.
Do not delay the game, please.
And that's why I mentioned the legs. Their core strength is also unbelievable. And Xia just planting the legs, leaning back, creating space and whipping that forehand.
2-2.
It's another forehand as well. I suspect this might have been a bit of a float serve, a no-spin serve. Looked like a top maybe though. Yidi just misreading. Can't afford too many more of those in this packed Maverick Arena.
Three, 2.
Wonderful slow to fast there. Change of pace from Yidi. But that forehand just has a different sound about it. No one hits it as hard as her. Firing back at a serious rate of knots. Maverick Arena applauds both players. What a wonderful point. And that was the backhand. They have a very similar backhand technique when they step forward with that right foot. And that's thousands of hours in the training hall. There's a similar backhand from Xia. She did really well to cover the wide forehand angle here and just short technique, watch it. Up the line, created the space, moved the feet, crunched the backhand. Tied after 8 points here. It's not quite must win yet for Yidi. There's the first long fast serve, but it was a little bit predictable. The ball left her hand and immediately the racket came up and it was obvious it was going to be a topspin serve. Xia read it beautifully. Gotta create space. She did it wonderfully there, Wang Yidi. Again, created the space with the serve receive. And then bludgeoned the body. Of course, it's dangerous playing to Xia forehand. But Yidi has to take risks. She's done it wonderfully there. And it was the second ball here, yeah. I think it's about placement more than anything. Watch this one. This one's good wide, but this one goes down the middle. Middle and short. And against Xia, you just can't put it there. It's got to go wide either side for Wang Yidi. But again, she won't panic. I mentioned it. She's a serial winner. She's been as high as world number 2. Winner at the Champions Montpellier last year. Champions Incheon.
Let 6, 7.
Just carried long that forehand. You see the reaction from the world number 1. That's a chance for her. Just sent it a little bit long. She has 2 serves under her spell here. Number 1 seed. That's the second time in recent memory that Wang Yidi has engineered an opportunity to a big forehand attack, but she sent it cross-court again. And one of the reasons for that, I think, is about it's the safest place for it to go. It's the longest part of the table. But Xia's just reading it. It's got to go back to the body, or it's got to go up the line for Wang Yidi.
Seven, 9.
And this world number 1's just so good. When she gets a read on where you're going, it's so difficult to put her under pressure as we see fist pumps from the VIP seats in the Maverick.
Eight, 9.
Saw the idea from Xia. Less spin on the serve from Wang Yidi. Maybe didn't quite come as long as Xia was thinking. The table became an obstacle for her. 8-9 now. Yidi says, at least what I read from that was she was a little bit tense. Just got caught a little bit. Ball landed incredibly deep on the table. Jayo shout the Xia fans, and rightly so. She's got 2 game points here and 2 serves to come. Wang Yidi did really well to attack that service. Wasn't easy to do. Got the forehand in as well for good measure. Wouldn't be surprised if Xia tries to bring about her forehand here, or tries to find the wide forehand of Yidi. She's incredibly clever, this world number 1.
11-9. Game to Sun.
It was a wonderful serve because it popped up. And Xia used the backhand to wonderful effect. And it was just a little too hot to handle for Wang Yidi. And that is now 15 unanswered games throughout this week for Sun Yingsha. She's 3-0 up in the semi-final. And look at who is waiting in the wings. Kwai-man, fresh off an absolutely epic 7-game comeback win yesterday against Hitomi Sato. Practicing the backhands, and there's Miwa Haramoto as well, the Japanese superstar, number 4 seed, 18 years old. She's the number 1 in all-time WTT wins in the women, even ahead of this woman.
Time.
That's the semi-final that's coming up following this one. But work to do here. Wang Yidi needs to summon a bit of that Kwai-man power, that comeback power. Because it is must-win now for the number 8 seed. She can't afford anything less than perfection, because if not, she's facing the exit door. And it'll be this world number 1 who's into yet another final.
Fourth game. Soon to serve. Last all. Please. Last all. One love. One.
Just carried long. Even the world number 1's human. Right idea though. And what it'll do, even though she missed, it terrifies you as a receiver of serve. You don't want to put it there again and offer that opportunity. Because more often than not, she'll make that shot. Wang Yidi tries it. Exactly the same thing happens, carries long. Both of these two wonderful servers. They'll be really mixing with how much spin they're putting on the ball. Sometimes loading it with as much as possible, sometimes taking it off.
3-1.
Didi calls her timeout. It's a wonderful serve received from Shasha. Wang Yidi thought it was coming long and it wasn't, and it handcuffed her. And she's being handcuffed in this semi-final. She'll have 1 minute to try and work out a way of landing a dent in the armor of this world number 1 who's been so impressive here at the US Smash. So here is how Wang Yidi has done in the past 4 big tiers. Round of 16 here last year, round of 16 at the Europe Smash as well, and then quarterfinals at the China Smash and the first Smash of this year. She's made it 1 better here at the US Smash 2026 into the semi-final, but is that the end of the journey? We spoke about first Smash of the season then, Singapore. You want to know who won it? Wang Yidi's opponent right now, world number 1. This woman's so special. She's already got 5 Grand Smash women's singles titles to her name. Is it going to be number 6 by the end of the day? It's going to take a heck of a performance to stop her, you feel.
4-1.
Hey, Jinny Shen. She was fantastic in the early rounds, defeating Sabine Winter. She got a smile on her face here. She's incredibly funny, young girl.
1-5.
Possibly the future of Chinese table tennis. Defeated Sabine Winter, defeated Du Hoi Kim. But you're looking at the present right now. 2 of the best. Wang Yidi is just finding herself without an answer to this exam.
2-5.
Here's a wonderful forehand flick. Straight into the body of Shasha. And there's Tong Tong. Watching on. She faced Shasha yesterday. She wasn't able to earn a game either. Such is the power of this world number one.
Left.
There's the first
2-5.
real fast serve. And it's probably come a little bit too late in the day for Yidi.
5-3.
Xia held her ground. But she couldn't even bring this ball under her spell. Wang Yidi just crunching a forehand. Oh, you could see the line was correct. It was going to land inside of the table, but it flicked the net and carried long. Maverick applauds. Love the short technique. Watch Xia just roll this back on, kicks with the wrist to keep the topspin on. She's starting to bring out some of the highlights here. Took 2 big steps back. That'll make Wang Yidi a little bit happier. She's brought this back to within a 2-point ball game. It is must win now for her. She has to get this game. But it's just not quite happening. Brilliant changes of direction from both of these two. Wang Yidi did so well to even get bat on ball to that. She tried to fire a counter, but it came long. Started with a strawberry, and then we entered the high-stakes affair. Big counters, a backhand punch from Yidi. It's what it's going to take to earn a point against this world number one in this form. She's just so complete. She's able to contain Yingsha. She's so good. Because these are brilliant backhands from Wang Yidi. Xia's 2 away now from the final. Still dangerous to the end. Wang Yidi. Look at that for perfect placement, and the forehand back the same way. It's not often that you'll see Xia caught with no idea where the ball's going, but such was the quality then from Yidi. 2-point ball game again.
9-8.
Good long push from Wang Yidi, the number 8 seed. This one. Look how deep it lands on the table. Xia wasn't expecting it. Things starting to get interesting in the Maverick Arena. World number one stood her ground, tried to go on the defense. Wang Yidi's quality was magnificent. put power through the legs. And now she's got the ball under her control, the number 8 seed. She's still serving well, over 50%, which is brilliant against the world number 1. But she's got to bump that number up. Got to try and pull out 2 big serves here. She's got to try and engineer opportunities to attack first to put the world number 1 under pressure, and she did there. And now it's game point, 6 of the last 8 for Wang Yidi. She's going to need a change of pace or a change of location in this rally, you feel, if she's to get it done. Change of location. There was ground available in that wide forehand. And Wang Yidi spotted it, and she built a mansion out there. And for the first time this week at the US Smash, someone has finally been able to land a game against the world number 1. Wang Yidi makes it 3-1. She's on the board in the semi-final. So we see a Wang Yidi fan, come on Yidi, that sign says, and she's going to be happy with how that last game went. Because at 9-all, Wang Yidi took the risks and they paid off. Packed Maverick Arena as always for the latter stages. So often they see their superstar.
5th game, 1 to serve, last all.
So often they see the world number 1 win these types of exchanges, but Wang Yidi has done what no one else has been able to do so far, and she's landed a game here. She's got a foothold. Flick of the net. She's got a foothold in this semi-final now. What can she do? Because you'd better believe Shasha's gonna up the quality again. And tactically for Wang Yidi, I think it's got to be a change of pace. She tried it here. This one she sped up on. So either hit through the ball harder or take the ball earlier once it rises off the bounce. Try and deny this woman time.
Length, 1-1.
Whatever you can do to play a different ball each shot and then change of location. Go to that wide forehand to open up space. There's the wide forehand. She did so well to survive this fast serve that came in and the big bomber third ball. Again, power in the legs for both of these. And there is space in that wide forehand. Wonderful handcuffing serve from the world number 1. Short over the table, half long, teasing Wang Yidi into a risky attack.
3.
Again, wide forehand. And this is good from Wang Yidi, but now what she needs to get into is the bluff game, because Shasha's going to expect it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see from Wang Yidi the next one.
Soon. Time wasting.
Whips it up the line as we hear a yellow card given for Yingsha for time wasting by the sounds of it.
2.
Akram Benatir will make no fans in the Maverick Arena for that. Brilliant backhand exchange from these two. Again, I keep mentioning it, the footwork. Go on, Shasha. We see some of the Shasha fans in the building. Oh, look at baby Shasha as well. On the t-shirt. Both of these players always on their toes, always weight forward, always ready to pounce. Did Wang Yidi stay alive in that point? Maverick erupts. Shasha on the attack, and she sent the challenger so wide, and then once she forced her back, that one slow side spin. And it brought about a shallower ball on the table, and look at this for a 1-2 punch combo from the world number one. Side spin, hook, forehand, point done. And this is it. This is how this match is going to evolve. Shasha's world number one for a reason. She reads patterns. She knows now Wang Yidi's trying to target wide forehand. So it's on Wang Yidi to now adjust, to send her forehand either into the body or up the line, or hook that forehand as wide as she can. It's a chess match. It's a chess match at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and it's another long receive from Shasha. Not much spin on the serve. It was designed to open up a third ball attack, and it did. But it came a little bit longer than Yidi was expecting. And that yellow card looks like it might have angered the world number one. It might have poked the bear. It might have forced her to say, all right, show over. I'm going to take control now. And she is. Look at that accuracy. Can't get any wider on the table. 6 of the last 8 for the world number one.
8-3.
And if there's one player in the world who doesn't need these nets, it's Shasha. Nothing to do for Yidi there. She couldn't get that one back.
3-9.
That's the right idea from Wang Yidi. A little bit of deception. Tried to hide her hand. Not give away that she had pocket aces there, but she just cooked it long. And Shasha, as she was in the last game though, 2 points away from the final. 1 point away. World number one secures her route to the final, where she will compete for her 6th Grand Smash title in the singles. Yingsha, she looked so good in the first 3 games. Shout out to Wang Yidi though for somehow bringing that 4th one home, but all it did was stir a magnificent resurgence from the world number one. 11-3 in that decider. Truls Morregard said yesterday, it's going to take some victory to beat me in this form, and I feel like exactly the same thing for Yingsha. The way she looks here at the US Smash, it's going to take some performance to get that done against the world number one. So here's how it went down, 53 points to 38. Yingsha sat at 65% serve percentage wing. Wang Yidi was above 50 for the majority of that match until the final game, where Shasha stopped messing around on serve receive and just started punishing them. 46 minutes and